before we met, and what was going on in your life at that time? I know you have a lot of other business with your family and other things. What was going on in your life at that time?
At that time, I was running our car business. I was trying to get my father's trust. I just graduated college, and he built an empire, so it wasn't easy for him to let go easily. And my father was very old-fashioned, so I tried to play with the technology a bit, install more computers, upgrade our softwares. And then I went into the sales part, and at that time we did not have Nissan. Nissan was not very big. Toyota was doing much better, but I wanted to introduce Nissan because I know there's a market for it. Started talking to dealers and to the suppliers, and I got a really good offer on a certain model. And that was where my father started trusting me, because we made a really good profit on that purchase. In this kind of industry, the most important thing is relationships. Because once you build that relationship and the trust, they refer all their friends, their relatives to you, and that's how it goes. And some of these customers become actual friends. It's not become part of the community we're living in. So it's not just a one-time purchase and you never see these people again. Right. Especially in our city here in Al-Ain, it's a small community. Everyone knows each other, so.
Yeah. What made you decide or find Tint World?
To be honest, I always loved cars, and whenever I take my car to a place where I live, there's no professional place that does a good job. And whenever the customers come to our stores and they would ask us for advice, where can I get my car tinted? Where can I get ceramic coating? Where can I get all these things? I can't really send them to a place where I would do my car. So I realized there's a big market gap. So with time, I started searching online to find someone from outside to come here and partner with me to open, someone with experience. And then I found Tint World, and then I said, okay, Tint World is the first on my list. Let me see who else. I searched, there's no one. There's literally no one worldwide who has a one-stop shop. They don't just sell products, they have the whole thing, the whole package. They have the products, the training, the marketing, they have everything I need. Because at the end of the day, anyone can build a fancy store, and anyone can build something that looks great. But the experience, this you can't buy. This is hard to buy. So why would I start a store from scratch where I can pay a little bit more money and buy people's experience? Like Tint World there are more than 200 years of experience. So this is what hit me. These guys have everything. They have the knowledge, they have the skills, they've done the mistakes and learned from them. So this will save me a lot of time and error and money also. If you think about it with the long term, you also save money. Everything is built and ready for me to go, just to make money from day one.
So what you found online, you didn't contact the franchise through an online offering. You actually called me directly. How did you get my name? How did you know me? You seem to have known more about me.
Yeah, I started searching. I wanted to talk to the person in charge. I did not want to talk to a phone operator or someone who would talk about the company from the outside. I wanted to talk to the person in charge. So I kept on searching who's the founder, who's the president, until I found your name. I was like, this is the guy to talk to. This is the guy who will give me everything, who will answer all my questions. And that's where I got your number and I called you. You were talking out of a lot of passion. I can hear it from your voice. Yes, it was on the phone. I can't even see you. It wasn't Skype, but I can hear your passion. I can hear how much you love the business, and that's what caught my attention, and that's why I bought in.
So after we had our conversation, I know I introduced you to Anthony Foley, who was on our team, and between myself and Anthony, we started working with you, and there was some information that went back and forth to make sure that we can support you here. So what questions you had, and what did you feel that you felt confident, and at what point were you ready to say, I'm ready to go, I think this is going to be good?
To be honest, at that time, we talked, we had a good conversation, and then I went back to my friends, two of my close friends, and I would tell them I'm looking to take this franchise here, and they'll be like, no, don't. These franchises are usually very controlling, they're very demanding, and it's better if you start it on your own. And then that pushed me back a bit. But every time I talk to you guys, and ask you for stuff, You tell me, yes, you have to do it this way, this way, this way. But then I tell you or Anthony, no, it doesn't work this way here in the UAE. And you were very lenient. You did not push me and tell me, no, this is how it happens in the States, this is how it should be happening. You gave me a lot of room to do it. You trusted me, and you knew I understand this market better than the way you guys do it in the States. And for me, that's where I felt like I'm not really buying something where there will be a boss behind me. It was more of you guys were really will become my partner.
So at what point were you ready to move forward and meet us and talk with us and say, I really want to take that next step?
Something I appreciated at that time is it wasn't really a sales pitch from your side. You guys weren't after me, Khalil, are you going to buy it? When are you going to sign? When are you going to? It wasn't anything like that. You guys wanted to see, and from what I understood, you wanted to see if I'm a good fit to your team, because I'm sure the brand means so much for you and you don't want to just give it to anyone. And I remember at that time, because of the experience we have in cars and the number of dealerships we have, this is why I was approved to purchase the brand for the UAE. And that's how it all started, when I met the whole team and saw how really professional you guys are, and how there's a person for every aspect of the business. You guys did not have any missing points. You guys have so many products that I can add. It's not just tint. Yes, it's called Tint World. People might think that we also only sell tint, but no, we're not only about tint. We sell tint, we can sell PPF, we can sell wraps, we can sell audio, video. We can go all the way, whatever a customer needs when it comes to cars, it's literally under one roof. And this is where this is what I wanted.
And we saw that when we were talking with you, you really saw the vision that it was a very segmented industry, and we had to pull all these pieces together and have training, support, sales, marketing, technical installations, and we had good vendor relations with our partners so we could supply. We had to make sure that we can get all the products that we have in the United States delivered to you so you could be able to grow here. And we also want you to meet our other franchisees from the United States. And that's why we invited you to our convention, and we were so happy that you came. And that really, I think for me, it made me feel that we have someone that we really could partner with. And how did you feel about that when you met all the other franchisees as well as the other corporate staff?
You know, at that time, my confidence level was maybe 80%. But when I met the whole team and I met the franchisees, because when you meet the franchisees, you learn, because they're in the same shoes I'm in. So when I started talking to them and asking the questions, do you have all the support whenever you need them? Do they give you the training you need? What about when new products come out? Do they? And they answered, they exceeded my expectations. And that's where, when I was 100% sure that this is the right fit for me.
When you told me about this location, I did some research on it as well. Of course, it didn't look anything like this when you got it, but amazingly, you started putting this together and started sending me pictures of the build out, and you followed all the specs, the color scheme, the flooring, the display program. How was that process as far as ordering all your equipment and getting it delivered to you? How did that all work out for you? Did it meet your expectations?
To be honest, that was also something that exceeded my expectations. When I was talking to Paul, he helped me in everything. He knows all the vendors, like it was a piece of cake, as if I was ordering a food delivery, It was that easy. I would tell him what I need, and in one day or so, I could get a quote, wire the money, very easy. I don't have to market and see if this vendor is good or not, because you guys have already done this job. This is also what's nice about having a franchise. You don't have to do a lot of work. Everything is already ready on a gold plate.
And so after you had this location and it was built out, I remember you called me a few months ago when you said, Charles, I think I was going to be ready for August, but I'm a little soon. How soon can you get your team to come here? And I said, okay, let's see how we can get these reservations and rally up the team and get them all out here. So we scheduled to come in July, which is the earliest that we can come here. And so I sent part of my team a week ahead to make sure everything was in line. How did that work out for you?
This was also really good because you sent me not one person or two, you sent me the best guys you have. Paul did an amazing job helping us with how the store should look. Joe helped us a lot he literally went with me and we did a lot of market research to see how we're going to price ourselves. We didn't want to be too expensive. We didn't want to be too cheap. What is the exact, like the best perfect pricing for us to get business from day one? And Joe also did an amazing job with training our staff, with detailing, with the ceramic coating. You guys even flew a person from the States only to do the training for the tinting and the PPF. And this really meant a lot to me.
That was great. No, you're welcome. We'd love to do it. What areas did John's expertise help? Because he has some unique skill sets.
Yeah, John helped a lot with installing everything in this, installing all our displays. He helped a lot with the pricing. He helped a lot with the POS systems for us to do all our inventory check. Even helped with the training our staff with the sales, how when a customer comes in, how we should talk to him. Even small things like psychological things, how when we move our hand here to show this tint or this tint, even to these small details, he trained us. I really appreciate it.
That's fabulous. And how about your dad, who owns the dealership next door? How did he receive our team and the business? Because he must have been skeptical. He didn't know as much as you knew about us all this time. How did it all work out for your family?
They're all very impressed. They've seen how professional the staff is, and like I remember while we were doing all the training, at the beginning I was upset because every time my father comes in and he has someone with him. And then I realized how proud he is. This is why he's getting all his friends maybe 10 times a day to show them the place and show them so they can meet your team.
That's fabulous. And then, okay, so after that first period of time, after everything's built out, I scheduled myself and Anthony and our video crew to come out here, and that was this past week. And how did all that go out for you? Is it what you expected? Is there things that you could have wanted differently or more? Or what could we have done more? Or is everything exactly the way you want it now?
You know, I did not expect you guys to go to so many details. Paul would even care what the pillow case would look like. And that impressed me. He made me feel like this store is his. Not he's just coming here to do some training, get it over with and leave. He's been here for 10 days and he would literally come from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. 12 hours working. That's amazing. I don't think I can ever find this anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, we're really happy to be here, and we enjoyed meeting your whole family, and we were so thankful that you invited us into your home. So yeah, so we were very impressed with your father and all that he's done with such a tight family that you have. So we know that you are destined for success again, like all the other businesses that you operate here in the UAE. Now that we have this store open, what's your plans for the future in future stores?
There's a lot of people waiting. We are also financially capable of opening other stores. And in the next couple of years, we will have at least 6 stores opened.
That's fabulous. We're so proud of you, Khalil. We really are. And we're so happy to be here and have you part of our whole family.
It is a family. My father always says, when you partner with someone, it's not only a partnership, it's a marriage. We both care. This is the products, or the customers are our children. We should care about them as much as we care about our own family.
Likewise, that's exactly how we feel. Our entire team, our entire franchisees, and the whole corporate team, it just feels that we have to really care about each other. It's just one big family. We all grow together, and it's really important for us to be on the same page and making sure that we're in the same level of wanting to grow that way. So what would be your advice for other master franchise license franchisees around the world?
I want them to hear from me, and I also want them to do some research. They will not find anyone in the whole world, not only the United States, that can do what you guys have already done. Let them do their own research, not only hear from me. I've said my part, but let them do research, and I promise every single one of them that they will not find anyone better than Tint World.
Thank you so much.
In this market.
That's a great testament. that says it all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.